So boom, period. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about how good God is and how fast he moves. Okay. So I was out doing some shopping for a friend for their birthday. And like y'all know, I don't got a car. I didn't feel like Ubering. So I was like, let me walk. I need to get the exercise in. Anyway, whoop de doo. So I'm shopping. I go from one store, get finished shopping, go to the next one. And I'm like, I'm hungry. Let me go get some food. So I go into this pizza shop and I get two big slices of pizza, and it was a combo. Two big slices of pizza, and then you get a drink, $10. Cool, whatever. So as I'm sitting there eating, this guy walks in. And he got like a bandage over his eye. And I could just feel his energy and just could tell that he was having like a very bad day. So something on my spirit is just like, it's like pulling me towards this guy. Like something on my heart is either telling me to talk to this man or just, something. So I'm sitting there eating my pizza. I had already had a lot to carry around. So the drink, I only wanted to get a little bit to drink while I was in there because I already had a drink on me. And then I was going to throw it away. And then the two slices of pizza, I only finished one. And I was like, I was going to take it to the front and be like, hey, when somebody comes in and y'all feel on y'all heart to give it to someone, give it to someone. What? But I knew they wasn't going to do that. So something just telling me, like, give it to this guy. So he's sitting there. He orders a cheese pizza, a slice, but he has no drink. That's like eating Popeye's biscuit with no drink, girl. You're gonna die. Literally. So some is just like, okay, well, you're not gonna eat this other piece of pizza. You don't feel like carrying it around for real. So just give it to him. So I go over, I'm like, hey, excuse me. I got this other piece of pizza. I already see you got cheese as well. Would you like it? He was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, of course. So he was like, yeah, I would love it. So I give him the pizza, right? And he was like, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But he's looking very sad, like, just whatever. So I'm noticing as well, he don't have no drink, like I said before. So something on my spirit, obviously I wasn't going to give him the cup that I drank out of. That's no. So I had a ginger ale in my bag. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to just get this to him. Like, he might need it. He was like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. So let's continue on with the journey. So I get finished there, walk out. I'm going to the next store to get what I got to get. Let's go. So as I'm walking, not even 2 minutes later, this lady's parked on the side of the road, and she has this big bag of, like, food. She's like, hey, would you like a plate? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I got all this food, I just give it out to people for free, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm a delivery driver. Okay. I'm like, it's so funny how God worked, because not even 5 minutes ago, I just gave some food to somebody else, right? So I'm walking, get the plate, okay. Even if it's not for me, because like I said, I had already eaten and I was good. I could give it to somebody else. Pay it forward. So I'm walking, I'm like, oh, okay, gosh. Like, God, this is getting too much. I don't feel like walking no more. I was going to get me a lift and then just, go back to the spot. I was like, God, I don't really feel like paying. So this guy drives past and he waves. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Older guy. So not even 2 minutes. I don't even think it was 30 seconds. I'm going to be honest with you. After I said, God, I don't want to pay for this ride, get somebody to give me a ride, he circles back and was like, hey, let me give you a ride. You look like you need a ride and you got good energy. I'm like, it's so funny how God works and how it's so quick how God works. So as I'm in the car with him, this FedEx truck passes, and it's a FedEx Express van. And I'm like, God, you're so funny. So this message will resonate with someone. Like, God is making it happen quickly. All you gotta do is let him know what you want, let him know what you need. Bam. He's gonna make it happen before you can blink your eyes. It was just so funny how not even 5 minutes later, somebody else gave me some food after I gave somebody some food. And then I told God, I want to ride. I don't feel like, paying. And he does it. Not even a minute later. Like, I feel like sometimes people underestimate how quickly God can move and how fast your life can change. And I feel like, the more I have been detaching, the more I have been just like trusting God and having faith, I've been noticing how fast he works. Like, he always works quickly, but I just been noticing as I just let those worries go, because at the end of the day, worries don't change nothing. God's still gonna work in his timing. He's never early, never late, always on time. So this is just a message to someone. You may be expecting a blessing, or praying to God for a blessing, a miracle, and best believe, honey, he gonna send in somebody to do it. He gonna send in somebody to give it to you. He's gonna send in somebody to bless you, because that's just how our God works. So that's it, guys.